The excitement of opening night. That's the first time I've used this camera in softball. We'll see how it works out. Might be the last time I use it, but it's been sitting around and gathering dust. I'm going to give it a try. April 30th, 2012. We're at the West Plattsburgh American Legion Post 1619 field. This is Adirondack Slow Pitch League softball. Second game of the season on this field. Opening night here in the Adirondack League. Mike Castine at the plate. Chris Booten on the pitching rubber. It's T. Maliniak Masonry at balls hit deep. And so much for the the new bats they've got. The league has new bats. Both teams use the same bats. There are 4 Easton bats on each side, and the teams will both use them. I'm not sure if they have them for each dugout or if they move them over between innings. This is Chris Castine. And he flies out to Donnie Laporte. So it's T. Maliniak Masonry at the plate. Now I'll bring up Caleb Castine. In the field, it's Big Earl's, Plattsburgh Wholesale, and Bucks Discount, I guess. There's pitch to Castine. Keith Riel calling the balls and strikes. Brent Kringle umping on the bases. It's a 7:45 game. Castine hits a shot. Whoa! Booten hollering. He said, "Ooh." I don't want that to happen too many times. Now here's Mark Keroy, the cleanup man, and probably first baseman. There's a strike. There's a high fly ball to left field. It is grabbed. The defense for Big Earls and company. Chug Hemingway is in right center. Left center is Donnie Laporte. Left field was Justin Mahan. Right field, Aaron Goldfarb. First base, we had Jason Mayette. Second base is Jared Perrier. Shortstop is DJ Barber. At third base is Jim Jennings. The catcher, Chucker Chapola. And as we said, the pitcher was Chris Booten. A run, 1-0 after 1/2 here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Chug Hemingway leading off for Big Earls and company. He looks at ball 1, not happy with that color there. I'm going to have to point the camera at something to get rid of that color. Pitch from Dost. There's a strike. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Maliniak. Slow roller to third. Russell picks up, fires to Keroy in time. And we have 1 down. We've got Donnie Laporte at the plate. Pitch from Dost. Temperature about 50 degrees at game time. Our plan is to probably do a couple of games here tonight. Laporte hustles back. Chris Booten coaching at first. Here's Jason Mayette. He is the first baseman for Big Earl's Plattsburgh Wholesale Bucks Discount. That's too many names for me to say every time they come to bat. Mike Bennett, the catcher. Kiroy's at first. Strike. Three and one to count. Popped up. Strike two. So we'll have a payoff pitch. Fly ball to shallow left center. Mike Castine grabs. 2 outs. And this is Josh Dapo. Cleanup man. 2-0. The bats have moved to this side, so it looks like the league bought 4 bats per field. So they'll be in pretty used up shape by the end of the season. They have 2 fields that they use here. It's ball 4 to Dapo. So it's first and second. And Adam Chucker Chapola, the batter. Pitch from Dost. It's ball 1. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, and a pitch. Ball 2. 2-1. A line shot. And it is grabbed in left field by McCool for the out. So, nothing across for Big Earls and company. It's 1-0 Maliniak after 1 full here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Andrew Castine will lead it off for Maliniak in the top half of the second. Team up 1-0. Opening night of the American Legion, West Plattsburgh American Legion post 16-19 Adirondack Slow Pitch League. It's a foul ball. Two and two. Hit to the right side. Perrier over to Mayette. We have 1 down. Here's third baseman Josh Russell. To left field. 1 down. It's grabbed by the left fielder Mahan. 2 down, not 1 down, 2 down. There's a shortstop, Craig Bugeaud. Strike. Drops in. He's going to be out easily at second base. He must think he's a faster runner than that. So, nothing across. Nothing across. There we go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Maliniak. Okay, shortstop DJ Barber, the batter, leading off the Earls half of the second. Takes a strike. One. Dost, as we said, pitching. Has hit through the middle, base hit. Mike Castine fires it in. You got McCool, Mike Castine, Andrew Castine, and Caleb Castine in the outfield. You got Bujo and Russell on the left side of the infield. We mentioned earlier Chris Castine and Keroy. Bennett behind the plate, Doss pitching. And this is Jim Jennings, the third baseman. Hits it on the ground. Keroy's going to go to second. Got him with the tag after the play. So, fielder's choice for Jennings. Justin Mahan, the left fielder. Hit to third. Russell's going to go to second to get the force. Well, it's 2 down. And Mahan reaches on the fielder's choice. And Jared Perrier will be the batter. He's the second baseman. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second. Strike 1. On the ground, through the middle. Andrew Castine will pick it up, fire to second, and we'll have runners at the corners. So tying run at third base. Perrier on with the 2-out single. And here's Aaron Goldfarb, the right fielder. Takes a strike. Pitch from Dost. Strike 2. So Dost ahead 0-2. Too much art. And a pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 looking. So Goldfarb goes down with his bat in the shoulder. If it's close enough to nick that mat, it's close enough to be swinging at. You got to protect that plate when you get 2 strikes on you. 2 full. It's 1-0. Team Maliniak Masonry leading Big Earl's Plattsburgh Warehouse Bucks discount. We got a ball in the other field to start the third inning. Batter is Mike Bennett. He's the catcher, and he drops a base hit in. And he's on with the leadoff single. 1-0. His team is leading here in the top half of the third. The pitcher, Brian Dost. Looks at a ball. Pitch from Boutin. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground. Through the middle. We got Bujo running for Bennett. He stops at second, so base hit. 2 on. And a batter now will be Clint McCool, the left fielder. Makes a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Top of the order on deck. It's going to be one of them E5s. An E5, that's Jennings with the error. So the bottom 3 men in the batting order are on. And Frank Crossetti coaching at the third base. There's Mike Castine. He homered his first time up there. Chops this one, tomahawks it to shallow left field. Throw to the plate. Probably should have kept the men at first and second and conceded that run. Instead, the run scores, and you've got second and third, and Chris Castine, the batter. 2-0 the score. One out here in the top half of the third inning. April 30th, 2012. That's popped up. Boutin delivers. Castine hits a shot up the middle. That'll score two. And two ribbies for Chris Castine, and it's now 4-0. Get Caleb Castine to the plate. There's the pitch. Takes a strike, just caught the outside of the mat. The first time up, he hit a shot right back at Boutin. Time he hits a chopper to Boutin. And it's going to be fielder's choice. 2 down, and Mark Keroy, the batter. Strike. Did a JV softball game earlier today. It'll be a week or so before I'm back here at this field. Barely got back. Good call. Almost had him. He almost went a little too far. Dove back and just barely beat the tag by Perrier. So it's first and second with 2 down, and the batter is the right center fielder, Andrew Castine. Strike one. Strike two. Booty in the driver's seat. Goes deep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Castine hits a shot to right center, and a nice diving catch to end the inning. Took an extra base hit away from him. That was, who was that? That's Chug Hemingway making the catch. Nice diving catch there by Chugger. Not to be confused with Chucker. And it's 4-0 after 2.5. We're going to the bottom half of the third here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Now batting, Chris Boutin. Or Booty, or Boutin. He's leading off the bottom half of the third. Top of the order will follow. There's a strike. Doss delivers. Hard hit. Oh, got away from Castine in right field. Oh, Booty's going to head for third. They're going to send him. That is not a home run. It's a 4-bagger, but it's not a home run. I'm not sure if it took a bad hop or what out there. I was waiting for the ball to come back. I'm assuming that if it was a bad hop, then it's a home run, but I'm assuming it wasn't. Here's Chug Hemingway. And that's going to be right inside the line. Fair ball. And Hemingway will be in at third. Right down the line, about a foot fair. Now here's Donnie Laporte. It's 4-1. Nobody out. Hemingway goes the opposite way. That gets away in left center. Laporte goes the opposite way, not Hemingway. Laporte goes the opposite way. Gets 2 bases out of it. It's a 4-2 ball game, and suddenly the potential tying run is at the plate with nobody out. It's Jason Mayette, the first baseman. And a pitch from Dost. I'll say the first time I've used this camera for softball. Trying it out. Completely handheld. I may decide it's a little inconvenient. We'll see. High fly ball, deep left field corner. We are tied. McCool went all the way back to McGee's. And Jason Mayette has tied the ball game. It's a 4-4 contest. Still nobody out here in the bottom half of the third. Whoop. Pay attention. Here's Josh Dapo. Looks at a ball. He's the extra hitter tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Cleanup man at the plate. It's out of play. 2-2. Hit to second. Chris Castine to Kiroy. 1 out. Chucker Chipola. And a pitch from Dost. Just missed. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a base hit or not. No, McCool grabs. 2 down. Held up there just a little too long. A line shot, but just held up, and the speedy McCool caught up with it. There's shortstop DJ Barber. Doss delivers. One delivery. A 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Could be an in-betweener in foul territory. It's in between. Full count. It's a 1-hopper. Nice pickup by Bujo over to Kiroy. So 4 big runs for Big Earls and company. It's a 4-4 ball game going to the 4th here on viewer-supported hometown cable. There's Josh Russell looking at a ball. Start the 4th. Tie ball game. 4-4 in the 4th. Pitch from Boutin. 1-1 pitch. Fouled. Over his head, says Keith Real. If it's not on the 3rd strike, it has to be over his head if it's caught. And Keith Real says that one was. So he fouls out. And Craig Bujo steps in. He takes a strike. There's the 1-1 pitch. The left field corner, out of play. Ooh, good effort. Good effort by the shortstop. A base hit by Bujo, but good effort there by DJ Barber. Oh, 1 on, 1 out, and catcher Mike Bennett, who singled last time up. And a pitch. One. That's fouled out of play. Souvenir. 1-2 pitch. Through the right side, a base hit. Bennett's on again, and we're going to have first and second with 1 out. Here's Brian Dost. Whoever's keeping that scoreboard is doing a relatively poor job. There's an out. Last inning there were 2 outs, and the scoreboard didn't indicate that. Right now there's an out, and the scoreboard doesn't indicate that. That's a base hit. It's going to fill the bases up. A base hit for Dost. Clint McCool, the batter. Line shot to short. Nice catch by Barber. I would have scored at least 1, possibly 2. So it's 2 outs, and Mike Castine up. The strike from Boutin. 1 ball, 1 strike. That might drop. No, not with Laporte there. Laporte caught up to it. Nothing across. They load the bases and leave them loaded. We're going to the bottom half of the 4th. Halfway through this one, it's 4-4. Jim Jennings leading off for Big Earls and company in the bottom of the 4th. Hits it to left field down the line. It's a foul ball, no catch. Foul ball, no catch. Nice effort by McCool. One ball, 1 strike. Hit to Caleb Castine. And it's 2 down. Or 1 down. 1 down. Looked at the scoreboard and it already had a 1 out up there, so they were very fast that time, or else they left it up there from the previous inning. So Jennings is out, and Justin Mahan is up, hits it to Caleb Castine, 2 down. Now Jared Perrier. 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch from Dost. 2. That's a base hit. Castine fires it in. Gets Aaron Goldfire up to the plate. And that's a base hit to right center. Be first and third with 2 outs. Remember Chris Boutin, he started that big 4-run rally with a 4-bagger last inning. Going to right field. He looks at strike 1. Go ahead run on at third base with 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Three and 1 to count. A walk loads the bases. It brings up the top of the order. Strike 2. Full count. And the payoff. Boutin hits it up to Chris Castine. Short 1 hopper. Fires to first. For the out. It remains 4-4 through 4. We're going to the 5th on viewer-supported hometown cable. Chris Castine, the batter, starting things in the 5th in a 4-4 ball game. And a pitch, too much arc. Whoops. Excuse me very much. The camera was supposed to be off. There's a strike. The buttons don't always work the way I want them to on this camera. That's ball 4. Chris Castine draws a walk. Caleb Castine. He takes a strike. He's hit 2 back to Boutin. Two. 0-2. Boutin will go deep for them this time. Castine hits it to the right side. Perrier goes to second. Fire to first. Will not be in time. Now we got Mark Keroy. 1 out, 1 on. 4-4 in the 5th. 2-0. 3-0. Three balls and a strike. Pitch from Boutin. Two down. Now I guess that's to Andrew Castine. There's a strike. Strike 2. 0-2. Two and 2. Strike 3 looking. So Andrew Castine goes down with his bat on his shoulder. And it remains 4-4. Left 2 on. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Big Earl's Restaurant, Plattsburgh Wholesale, Bucks Discount. We'll send up top of the order. Chug Hemingway at the plate. Tie ball game, bottom of the 5th. 4-4, too much arc. 1 ball, 1 strike. Opening night here at the West Plattsburgh Legion Field. That's foul ball. Bouncer, foul. 2-2 pitch. It's hit to Russell. To Keroy, 1 down. The speedy Donnie Laporte. Goes the opposite way. Cool grabs, 2 down. Here's Jason Mayette. Looks like a lead for Big Earls. Jason Mayette just put his team up 5-4. It's it over the left field fence. Josh Dapo. Looks like a can of corn. Mike Castine grabs it. A run for Big Earls and company. They lead it 5-4 through 5 full. We're heading for the 6th. Third baseman Josh Russell takes strike 1 to start the 6th. Team trailing for the first time in the game. Laporte grabs, 1 out. Shortstop Craig Bujo to straightaway center. Hemingway grabs for out number 2. Well, Mike Bennett into the corner, foul, strike 1. Bennett needs to get on. He's been on twice in this game, but the 9th and 10th batters follow, so if he doesn't get on, then you'll have the 9th and 10th batters leading off the 7th inning with Maliniak Masonry trailing.
Nice.
And we're off for a second, and the pitch came, and Bennett comes through, is on for the 3rd time. The batter now, Brian Dost with Clint McCool on deck. Strike. Strike 2 to Dost. And a 1-2 pitch. Hemingway says he has it. Nothing across for Team Maliniak Masonry. They trail 5-4 to Big Earls and company. We're heading for the bottom of the 6th. Chucker Chapola will bat first in the bottom of the 6th. He'll be followed by DJ Barber, Jim Jennings, and Justin Mahan in the hole. One ball, 1 strike. Chapola drives a base hit through the left side. He's on with a leadoff single. We got DJ Barber. Reminder, this is viewer-supported local television. If any of you folks appreciate me spending $9 worth of gas to come down here tonight to record this, we'd appreciate your support. Safe at first. He jiggled. He could have been tagged out there. See, Barber was being told to get back to first. Here's Jim Jennings with one on, one out. He looks at a strike. Dust. Set. Delivers. One ball and a strike. Two one pitch. For the 3-1 delivery. Through the right side of the infield. Barber's going to head for third. That'll be first and third with just one out. The left fielder, Justin Mahan. That's a base hit. That'll make it 6-4. He is safe at third. Mike Castine bobbled it for a second or two, and that was the difference between first and second and third. It is 6-4, except on the scoreboard. One out, and Jared Perrier, the batter. Just missed. Keith Riel behind the plate. Brent Kringle umping on the bases. One pitch. That's a base hit. That'll score two. McCool bobbles. Two ribbies for Perrier. Now an 8-4 lead, and Aaron Goldfarb at the plate. Still just one out. Let's hit to second. Safe at first on a close one. And Chris Booten, the batter. Two outs. 8-4 the score in the bottom of the sixth. Man at first. Two balls and a strike. Bojo delivers. Booten hits a line shot through the right side. Caleb Castine fire. Whoa! Nice backhand there by Bojo. And daring base running. Sends Perrier to third base. So it's runners at the corners. Top of the order. Chug Hemingway. Looking to add to that 4-run lead. Takes a strike. Two. Dost ahead 0-2. Donnie Laporte. Dangerous Don Laporte on deck. To McCool and left. We're going to the seventh with Big Earl's Restaurant, Plattsburgh Warehouse, Bucks Discount, leading 8-4 over T, as in Tom, Maliniak Masonry. Clint McCool is going to be thrown out. No, he is safe. He is safe. Popped it up, did not run it out, and a good throw would have had him. Team is down by 4, and he's popping up, feeling sorry for himself. Run it out. Yeah, tell the grasshoppers that, and the adults should do that too. Here's Mike Castine. Straightaway center. McCool. Safe at second. And we got one out. 8-4 the score. There's Chris Castine. First game of the season for these two teams. First night of the season. It's deep. It is out of here. It's now an 8-6 ball game. 8-6. Here's Caleb Castine. Hits it to second to Perrier. He is out. 2 down. So Maliniak Masonry down to their last out, trailing by 2. Mark Keroy at the plate. Andrew Castine on deck.
Boy, that's gotta be go.
Be off the base of the fence. Keroy will get 2. So it'll bring the potential tying run to the plate with 2 outs. Andrew Castine becomes the potential tying run, the potential last out. On deck, Josh Russell. That's up the middle, off the glove. This will make it 8-7. Castine representing the potential tying run is on board. Josh Russell steps up. 2 outs. Team down by a run here in the 7th inning. Takes ball 1. Craig Bujo on deck. Go ahead run on at first base. Excuse me, tying run on at first base. Go ahead run on at the plate. Potential last out at the plate. Hit deep to Laporte. He grabs it for the last out. So it's an 8-7 victory. Big Earl's Restaurant, Plattsburgh Warehouse, Bucks Discount, all those guys defeat Team Maliniak Masonry by a 1-run margin, and that's the way it was on this April 30th, 2012. You're watching viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. And it'd be nice if at least some of these players would support Hometown Cable. TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable.